So the cases that actually go to trial, it's not called a trial?
They call it a hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. No jury.
Okay. Which, well, I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know if it's good or bad either.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I don't know of jurisdictions that do it with a jury. That would be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of like foundational questions about this system that are interesting. Like, there is no jury. What would a jury think about these particular facts?
Your kid's getting your parental rights are getting terminated, and a judge is deciding.
And maybe it's a parenting method that people don't think is that big a deal, right? So, I think that they chose to make these cases confidential to protect the identity of these children, right? So that kids aren't branded as foster youth for the rest of their life.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right? That's the idea. Or whatever personal things are going on in their family that people don't know about it. So who gets the benefit of that, I think, is the question. The parents probably get the benefit of that too, because their business isn't out in the open. Like, nobody can walk into the courtroom and just watch.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
Same with the juvenile delinquency
But
cases.
different than criminal court, where everybody's like watching, right? Like, what's this about?
Yeah.
The press can't come in. It's really different. But I do think sometimes the social worker gets the benefit of it, especially if they're not doing their job. And I do think that there are cases where if it was open, we would get different outcomes.
That would be an outrage if I had a case, and if I actually did those, which I never intend to, but if I had one where the social worker was just, and then you see what they're doing, and you're just like, what is going on?
It happens more often than you think.
Yeah, I don't
And you're just like, why? Like, mostly it happens where people are human, and they don't like your client.
Yeah.
It's like a probation officer.
Exactly.
Like, you remember,
That's what I was thinking.
Remember when you did like probation violations, which was my last assignment at the PD before I quit? Okay, because that's the worst assignment.
C5? Was it you were in C5?
C58 or
Oh,
something.
so they moved it.
Yeah, whatever it was back in 2009. I hated it so much. And you would go in, and the person who hated your client the most was the probation officer because they violated probation. Like, how dare they? It's an affront to all rules and systems. But that's how, like, sometimes the social workers are like, this parent, like, how dare they parent the way they do? And if they have conflict with the parents, like not making their job easy, it's just human for people to get into the, we expect them to be like a superhero. And they aren't. I just was reading a text message from a social worker to my client the other day, and it was like, if you want to focus on that right now and all the time. And it was like, and I'm like, but you're the professional in the room. My client is the person with the problems.
Yeah.